Yeah. The light just died. Stay in the shadow. Look. Approaching the intersection of the worst block, keeping a steady eye on the ticking clock. A single buzzing bow flickers a ghostly white, casting a pale glow on the project night. Suddenly a loud pop echoes through the street, plunging the cold pavement under the feet into a total pitch black violent abyss, reminding the soul of the life it might miss. The orange spark fades into the heavy void. The peaceful vibrations are fully destroyed. Blinded in the middle of the killing zone, feeling incredibly vulnerable and alone. The darkness is thick like a heavy wool shroud, hiding the face behind the winter steam cloud. The dead street light corner hides the lethal threat,
waiting for the cold drive, a paranoid sweat.
blinded by the shadows of the concrete maze.
Surviving the dangerous Queensbridge haze.
The dead street light corner hides the lethal threat,
waiting for the cold drive, a paranoid sweat.
The silence is a predator in the dark space, putting a stone cold look on the face. Yeah, the eyes struggle to adjust to the deep black, waiting for a sudden violent sneak attack. Hearing the scrape of a boot on the gravel, watching the mental stability start to unravel. A metallic rack of a slide rings out near the wall, waiting for the heavy project hammer to fall. Holding the cold iron handle inside the coat, feeling the terrified pulse beating in the throat. Shadows morph into killers with a silent aim, walking the narrow line of the project game. One wrong step leads to the edge of the grave. Only the hyper-vigilant spirit can save, counting the paces to the next working light, navigating the terrors of the freezing night. The dead street light corner hides the lethal threat,
waiting for the cold drop, a paranoid sweat.
blinded by the shadows of the concrete maze.
Surviving the dangerous Queensbridge haze.
The dead street light corner hides the lethal threat,
waiting for the cold drop, a paranoid sweat.
the silence is a predator in the dark space, putting a stone cold look on the face. Yeah. Do not trip. Keep the hand on the steel. Look, taking a slow step toward the lobby gate, winning the battle against the sudden fate. The darkness serves as a tactical shield before the hidden shooters are finally revealed, reaching the safety of the metal door frame, leaving the ghost to play the midnight game. The sound of a lighter flickers in the distance, ending the need for the immediate resistance. Looking back at the corner where the bulb died, nowhere left for the terrified target to hide. The Queensbridge survival math passes the check, feeling the icy cold wind on the back of the neck. The dead light was a message from the street, mastering the rhythm of the violent beat. Turn the lights on, let the beat fade out. Yeah. Reach deep in the vent. The paper is hidden. Look. Standing on the kitchen chair in the dim light, fighting the heavy paranoia of the project night. The metal grate is covered in a layer of dust, touching the rust that screws with a sense of distrust. The air duct feels like a cold hollow throat, hiding the heavy paper inside the winter coat, pushing the plastic bag deep into the shaft, mastering the details of the survival craft. A muffled sound echoes from the hallway floor, expecting the maintenance crew at the front door. The building super has a master set of keys, bringing the internal spirit to his shaking knees. The fear of losing the entire street wealth, damaging the fragile mental project health. The metal vibrates from the central heat, mastering the rhythm of the violent beat. The ventilation shaft stash hidden in the dark, leaving a permanent psychological mark. The maintenance crew is the ultimate threat, wiping away a drop of the paranoid sweat. Ventilation shaft stash hidden in the dark, leaving a permanent psychological mark. Worrying about the heavy boots in the hall, waiting for the project empire to fall. Every time the heater starts to rattle and shake, thinking about the massive financial mistake. The sound of a drill on the floor directly above, leaving no room for the neighborhood love. Wondering if the super noticed the shifted vent, wondering where the peaceful childhood years went. The ventilation system carries every single sound, keeping the heavy boots firmly on the ground. Listening for the rattle of the metal toolbox, checking the heavy iron of the triple locks. The paper represents a tactical exit plan, defining the survival of the project street man. A sudden mechanical hum vibrates through the wall, avoiding the absolute closest terrifying call. The cold aluminum hides the green survival stack, waiting for the violent neighborhood sneak attack. The ventilation shaft stash hidden in the dark, leaving the permanent psychological mark. The maintenance crew is the ultimate threat, wiping away a drop of the paranoid sweat. Ventilation shaft stash hidden in the dark, leaving the permanent psychological mark. Worrying about the heavy boots in the hall, waiting for the project empire to fall. They are in the lobby. Check the vent one more time. Look. Unscrewing the metal plate for a final check, feeling the icy cold wind on the back of the neck. The package remains tucked in the pitch black hole, paying the ultimate invisible street toll. The building maintenance is just a phantom fear, feeding on the ultimate wave of the winter year. The Queensbridge environment never takes a break, knowing exactly what a single mistake can take. Walking away from the duct with a heavy sigh, refusing to let the street survival spirit die. The money stays safe in the belly of the beast, while the project paranoia starts to increase. At least locked in the dark where the cold air flows, while the internal project pressure grows and grows. The stash remains a secret in the metal cave, winning the battle of the project street slave. Keep it hidden. Let the beat fade out. Do not move your foot. The brass is still hot. Look. Yeah. Stepping off the elevator on the top floor, walking toward the heavy metal apartment door. A sudden metallic crunch echoes under the boot, detecting the bitter scent of the neighborhood soot. The smell of burnt gunpowder hangs in the air, giving the empty hallway a terrified stare. Looking down at the welcome mat by the frame, winning the lethal project survival game. A small cylinder of brass rolls under the toe, watching the terrifying neighborhood trauma grow. The tiny metal tube is still rising in smoke, realizing the street life is not a light joke. A 9mm hollow point casing right at the feet, bringing the raw violence of the winter street. The brass is still warm through the rubber sole, paying the ultimate psychological street soul. The fresh shell casing smoking on the floor, right outside the heavy metal apartment door. Evidence of a violent struggle in the dark, leaving a permanent mental project mark. The fresh shell casing smoking on the floor, right outside the heavy metal apartment door. A single second earlier would be the end, having no tactical brother or friend. Scanning the brick walls for a fresh bullet hole, feeling the heavy weight on the project soul. The wood near the lock is splintered and gray, thinking about the souls that were taken away. The trail of blood drops leads toward the stair, breathing in the humid and sulfurous air. The shooter might be hiding in the dark shadows, waiting for the arrival of the project gallows. Checking the handle with a white knuckle grip, feeling the cold sweat on the bottom lip. The shootout ended trapped in the middle of the project undertow. Whoever pulled the trigger was standing right here, feeding the ultimate wave of the winter fear. The fresh shell casing, smoking on the floor, right outside the heavy metal apartment door. Evidence of a violent struggle in the dark, leaving a permanent mental project mark. The fresh shell casing, smoking on the floor, right outside the heavy metal apartment door. A single second earlier would be the end, having no tactical brother or a friend. Yeah, the smoke is still rising. Get inside fast. Look, picking up the warm metal with a gloved hand, navigating the rules of this dangerous land, tossing the evidence into the trash chute, ignoring the internal terrified project booth, stepping inside the apartment and locking it tight, surviving the chaos of the neighborhood night. The silence inside is louder than the blast, haunted by the shadows of the violent past. The brass shell casing serves as a warning sign, crossing the dangerous invisible street line. Queensbridge paranoia is a very sharp blade, relying on the natural warnings that are made. The lead missed the target by a matter of time, living on the edge of the neighborhood crime. Stay off the mat. Let the beat fade out. Yeah. Stop moving. Yeah. Listen to the echo. Look. Yeah. Yeah. Climbing the narrow staircase in the dead of night, trying to reach the landing without a single light. Suddenly a muffled voice rises from the floor below, stopping the movement of the project undertow. Two rival hitters whispering the violent street plot, planning to turn the building lobby into something hot, freezing in place with the back against the cold brick. The sound of the conspiracy makes the stomach sick, holding the breath until the lungs begin to burn, waiting for the dangerous neighborhood wheel to turn. They are standing right beneath the metal grating while the dark reaper outside is patiently waiting. The concrete walls amplify every single word, listening to the most terrifying secrets every single ever heard. The whispering stairwell, enemies plotting a hit, knowing exactly where the silent targets sit, holding the breath in the shadows of the bridge, standing on the edge of the survival ridge. The whispering stairwell, enemies plotting a hit, knowing exactly where the silent targets sit. The project maze keeps the violent secrets tight, surviving the terrors of the freezing winter night. Yeah, hearing the mention of a familiar street name, defining the rules of the lethal neighborhood game. A metallic click echoes through the empty shaft, crafting the dark details of the murderous craft. One floor away from a sudden hollow point flash, preparing the mind for a desperate staircase dash. The sweat drips slow into the corner of the eye, refusing to let the innocent project spirit die. Gripping the iron handle inside the heavy coat, feeling the terrified pulse beating in the throat. They think the hallway is entirely empty and clear, feeding on the ultimate wave of the winter fear. The heavy boots shift on the gritty cement, wondering where the peaceful childhood years wait. The whispering stairwell, enemies plotting to hit, knowing exactly where the silent targets sit, holding the breath in the shadows of the bridge, standing on the edge of the survival ridge. The whispering stairwell, enemies plotting to hit, knowing exactly where the silent targets sit. The project maze keeps the violent secrets tight, surviving the terrors of the freezing winter night. Yeah. Do not make a sound, let them pass. Look, the voices eventually fade down the back exit, surviving the trap before the enemies could set it, exhaling a cloud of white steam into the dark, searching for the safety of the neighborhood park. The tactical advantage was the silence in the hall, avoiding the absolute closest terrifying call. Queensbridge paranoia is the only way to live, with nothing left for the greedy streets to give. Walking up the final flight to the apartment door, leaving the ghost on the lower project floor. The whispered threats remain etched in the brain, walking back out into the freezing winter rain. The stairs hold the memory of the violent plan, proving the survival of the project. Street, man, keep it quiet, let the beat fade out. Yeah. Sound just died. They are outside the door. Look. Yeah. Peeking through the taped up window at the street, hearing the heavy pulse of the internal heat. The wailing siren was screaming loud and clear, feeding the ultimate wave of the winter fear. Suddenly the high-pitched noise completely stops, knowing the building is surrounded by the cops. The red and blue lights vanish into the dark, searching for a shadow in the project park. The tactical unit kills the power to the horn, leaving the street soldier feeling all forlorn. They are quietly taking over the lobby floor, preparing the battering ram for the front door. The silence is much louder than the screaming raid, watching the dark plans that the precinct made. The sirens cutting off outside the building base, trapped inside the narrow, dangerous project space. The quiet approach means the net is closed tight, surviving the terrors of the freezing project night. Sirens cutting off outside the building base, trapped inside the narrow, dangerous project space. No more warning noise in the midnight air, just the cold reality of the tactical stare. Yeah, hearing the muffled radio static in the hall, waiting for the heavy project hammer to fall. They are covering the back, exiting the roof, providing the neighborhood with the violent proof. The undercover vans pull up to the curbside, having nowhere left for a target to safely hide. The elevator cables start to groan and creak, listening to the iron floorboard start to speak. A tactical flashlight sweeps across the brick, making the anxious empty stomach feel sick. Counting the heartbeats until the metal breaks, calculating every single move the precinct makes. The silence is a heavy blanket over the block, listening to the ticking of the midnight clock. Sirens cutting off outside the building base, trapped inside the narrow, dangerous project space. The quiet approach means the net is closed tight, surviving the terrors of the freezing project night. Sirens cutting off outside the building base, trapped inside the narrow, dangerous project space. No more warning noise in the midnight air, just the cold reality of the tactical stare. Yeah. Yeah. They on the stairs, kill the lights. Look, grabbing the heavy tactical gear from the bed, dodging the permanent sleep of the project dead. The quiet rate demands a silent response, surviving the brutal neighborhood just for the once. Slipping through the hidden crawl space in the wall, avoiding the absolute closest terrifying call. The precinct thinks the bird is trapped in the cage, writing a brand new chapter on the project page. Exiting through the basement into the cold rain, leaving the tactical unit with nothing but pain. The silence was the only warning sign given, proving how the project street soldiers are living. The sirens start again as they realize the slip, walking away clean with a white knuckle grip. They missed the ghost. Let the beat fade out. Yeah. too open out here. Keep moving. Look. Yeah. Stepping out the lobby into the wide cement, wondering where the peaceful moments went. The courtyard stretches for an eternity, testing the strength of the street fraternity. Looking up at the edge of the high red brick, the intense paranoia makes the breathing thick. 1,000 windows staring at a single man, executing a dangerous tactical survival plan. Feeling the cold laser on the back of the neck, checking the surroundings for a visual check. No trees or parked cars to provide a shield, waiting for the hit and shooter to be revealed. The wind whistles through the empty project park, searching for a shadow in the freezing dark. Every step forward feels like a heavy mile, trying to maintain a casual walking style. The open courtyard, crosshairs in the night, walking through the shadows with a sudden fright. Nowhere to hide, in the middle of the field, waiting for the hidden shooter to be revealed. The open courtyard, crosshairs in the night, walking through the shadows with a sudden fright. The concrete desert offers zero tactical cover, waiting for the project reaper to hover. The glint of a scope on the 14th floor, preparing the mind for the rooftop war. Every shadow on the ledge looks like a barrel, navigating the absolute neighborhood peril. The target is centered in the glass lens, watching where the safe territory ends. Walking past the broken metal basketball rim, the chances of making it inside are getting slim. The wide open space is a deadly urban track, following the details of the project map. Adrenaline pumps through the exhausted drive veins, holding on to whatever street sanity remains. The sound of a distant car door slamming loud, hiding the face behind a winter steam cloud. The rooftop phantom is a terrifying thought, making sure the project soldier never gets caught. The open courtyard, crosshairs in the night, walking through the shadows with a sudden fright. Nowhere to hide, in the middle of the field, waiting for the hidden shooter to be revealed. The open courtyard, crosshairs in the night, walking through the shadows with a sudden fright. The concrete desert offers zero tactical cover, waiting for the project reaper to hover. Yeah. 20 more feet. Do not run. Yeah. Finally reaching the heavy iron door frame, winning the terrifying courtyard game. Diving inside where the brick provides a shield before the violent destiny is finally revealed. The sniper remains a phantom in the dark, leaving a permanent psychological mark. Walking up the stairs with a racing heart, watching the terrified project dreams depart. The Queensbridge survival math passes the check, feeling the icy cold wind on the back of the neck. The open space was a test of the raw nerves, giving the street soldier exactly what he deserves. Safe behind the metal of the apartment door, leaving the ghosts on the courtyard floor. I see you on the roof. Let the beat fade out. Yeah. The cables just snapped. Do not turn your back. Look. Stepping inside the rusted elevator frame, playing the claustrophobic neighborhood game. The heavy sliding doors close with a metallic bang. Thinking about the violent Project Street gang. Suddenly the steel box jolts to a dead stop between the 4th and the 5th floor drop. The flickering light bulb hums a dying tune, trapped inside the vertical concrete tomb. A silent man stands in the opposite corner, looking like a professional midnight mourner. His hands stay buried deep in the winter coat, feeling the terrified pulse beating in the throat. He does not make a single move or a sound, while the heavy silence starts to weigh us down. The Stuck elevator, stranger in the dark night, losing the comfort of the electric light. Hands hidden deep inside the heavy down, the quietest killer in the project town. The stuck elevator, stranger in the dark night. The stuck elevator, stranger in the dark night, losing the comfort of the electric light. Nowhere to run in the narrow metal space, staring at the shadow on the stranger face. The smell of wet wool in the old machine grease, waiting for the internal pressure to release. The stranger shifts his weight on the dirty tile, testing the survival instincts for a long while. Is he gripping the handle of a loaded black steel, knowing exactly how to raw paranoia feel? Every small movement is a tactical threat, wiping away a drop of the cold winter sweat. The red emergency button off a zero health trap, like a cornered and wounded street whelp, counting the seconds in the humid stagnant air, giving the hidden hands a terrified stare. The mechanical cable start to groan and strain, feeding the intense project pressure in the brain. The stuck elevator, stranger in the dark night, losing the comfort of the electric light. Hands hidden deep inside the heavy down, the quietest killer in the project town. The stuck elevator, stranger in the dark night, losing the comfort of the electric light. Nowhere to run in the narrow metal space, staring at the shadow on the stranger face. Yeah, he's reaching for something. Get ready for the hit. Look, the power suddenly returns with a violent spark, ending the terror of the subterranean dark. The stranger pulls a crumpled cigarette pack, taking a mental step from the edge of the attack. The elevator reaches the 6th floor landing, leaving the two soldiers awkwardly standing, walking out the doors with the racing paranoid heart, watching the terrified project illusions depart. Queensbridge survival is a full-time mental weight, dodging the arrival of a sudden violent fate. The stranger vanishes into the dim hallway, surviving to face another brutal project day. The metal box remains a sight of the trauma, mastering the rhythm of the neighborhood drama. Take the stairs next time. Let the beat fade out. Yeah. Second floor nightmare. The glass is thin. Look. Yo, deep in the restless heavy project sleep, while the cold winter shadows start to creep. A sudden metallic tap against the pane, sending a shock through the paranoid brain. Eyes fly open in the pitch black room, sensing the presence of a sudden doom. A dark silhouette blocks the street light, climbing the fire, escaping the night. A cold metal tool scrapes against the glass, waiting for the quiet midnight hours to pass. The window frame groans from the heavy force, altering the entire survival course. Sitting up slow with the heart in the throat, reaching for the heater inside the coat. The midnight window,
Tap on the 2nd floor,
bringing the violence
right to the door.
A dark silhouette trying to force the way, refusing to wait
For the light of the day,
the midnight window,
tap on the 2nd floor,
bringing the violence
right to the door.
only a thin sheet of glass in between. The most terrifying neighborhood scene. The intruder works the lock with a steady hand, mastering the rules of this hollow land. The screech of the metal is a violent sound, while the heavy boots stay off the ground. The silhouette leans in to check the latch, looking for a lethal project match. One small crack and the barrier is gone, waiting for the arrival of the dawn. The wood starts to splinter under the pressure, taking a dark mental survival measure. The cold wind whistles through the tiny gap, falling right into the midnight trap. The shadow is massive against the brick wall, waiting for the project soldier to fall.
Midnight window,
bringing the violence
right to the door.
A dark silhouette trying to force the way, refusing to wait.
For the light of the day, the midnight window, tap on the second floor,
bringing the violence
right to the door.
only a thin sheet of glass in between, the most terrifying neighborhood scene. Yeah, the glass just broke.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Yeah. The glass just broke.
Let it fly.
Look, yo, the window slides up with a heavy thud, preparing to spill the neighborhood blood. The barrel of the iron meets the dark face in the middle of the private living space. The intruder freezes, then he starts to slide with nowhere left. On the ladder that hides, sprinting down the metal into the dark fog, passing by the barking local junkyard dog. The Queensbridge Paranoia saved the life again, escaping the clutches of the violent man. The glass remains shattered on the dirty floor, evidence of the vertical project war. Closing the blinds on the terrifying sight, watching the remainder of the freezing night. Fix the lock, let the beat fade out.